Today on Design Santa Barbara, I have my dearest friends Kathy and Tom. They are recently Santa Barbarians. They were from Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. She's an amazing interior designer, has her own shops. Tom is in clothing business, has several successful jean stores. They bought this vacation home, she remodeled it, and it looks beautiful. We are doing final touches. Why'd you guys move here?
Well, we came here 3.5 years ago. Really decided that we wanted to get someplace to just relax. With all the businesses that we have, we don't have time to get away. So we thought we'd incorporate some of our buying trips into being able to stay here, and it's now led into us living here on a more regular basis.
That's wonderful.
I moved because of my age.
That's it.
I needed the warm climate.
That's it.
Well, I'm glad you guys moved. So the house is beautiful. Welcome. Let's go in and see what she has done.
Let's take a look.
Welcome, Michael.
Thank you very much. Beautiful place.
Thank you.
Incredible.
It came out great.
I'm gonna run downstairs. I'll see you in a minute.
Okay, thanks. So this is actually our main floor living. So we came in and you're in our actual living room, kitchen, dining area.
It is beautiful view. I just cannot get my eyes away from that view.
I know.
The house is gorgeous. Nothing to do, but look at that.
It's beautiful, and we're lucky today to have the cruise ship in port.
I thought that's your yacht.
Yeah. Thomas would like that.
Oh yeah, I betcha. It's beautiful. This you changed, didn't you?
I did, and actually one of the things that we did with the fireplaces is we totally refaced it with the Santa Barbara sandstone, which was a great feature for us.
That's very clever.
The mantelpiece actually came out of our lower level, which you'll see later on. We redid the beam structure under the garage, so we actually reclaimed all of the old beams.
The mantle actually is from the garage.
The mantelpiece is actually from the lower level that held up the garage floor.
Beautiful. And you were telling me about the chandelier that was here?
The chandelier came with the house. It was one of the best features, I thought, for my dining area. I like the vintage nature of it, and I actually had to fight to keep it.
Oh, all right.
So, the mirror we actually put on is a great optical illusion. So when you walk in the door,
it makes
actually
the room look twice as big, right?
Makes it look twice as big. People have to do a double take.
First time I walked in here, I go like, wow, that house goes another 50 feet or something. It's amazing. Very clever, very clever.
And then I found these beautiful mosaic pendants that I love. In the evening, they actually glow like a honey color, so it kind of goes with the entire space.
Beautiful. And you were telling me about the tin you brought from back east, correct?
We did. When we redid the kitchen, we actually took the soffit and made it go higher, and then we coved the inside and it's silver tin, and then we just painted it white to just give a nice detail to it.
It looks volumed. It looks much bigger than actually it is.
And it is a small galley kitchen. We also put in the double Dutch door.
Oh, I see that from your garage, correct?
Yep, which is nice to get the airflow since Santa Barbara houses don't have air conditioning.
It's a silly thing. We don't have air conditioning, but we don't need it.
It's crazy.
Which is great, which is great. All right, that looks beautiful.
Thank you.
So we had a bench for this area.
We do.
Maybe we should bring it in and install it, see how it looks.
That would be great.
That's a very interesting bench you picked.
Thank you. It's made out of a reclaimed elm.
It matches your fireplace.
Yes, it does. Yep, you can set it right there.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
All
You
right.
help me with some pillows?
Yeah, please.
If you put one on each end.
Okay.
One on each end. I add a little pop of color so that when you walk in the door, it just kind of brightens your day, brings in some more sunshine. So the wood actually matches the room very well.
It looks beautiful, also matches your mantle.
Yes, and I
Love
will
that.
show you the mantle. There's some more pieces of it downstairs.
Love to see it. Stay tuned. There is more Design Santa Barbara coming after the break. So today on Design Santa Barbara, we're visiting my dear friends Kathy and Tom, and they have given us a tour of their beautiful Riviera home. And now is the time to do some installation for them.
Come on into the TV room.
This is the legendary
honey.
TV room. Oh, there's Tom and the cuties. Who are
And the
these?
cuties. This is Maxine and Mitzi.
They are the cutest things.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
So this is where I had talked about the mantelpiece
Oh, yes.
from upstairs. This is part of the new beam structure that we put in the coffered ceilings. But this is where the original beams came from.
We pulled in one time with a car and you could really hear amazing creaking.
Oh, because they don't know, but that's your garage.
So we
Yes.
brought in an engineer just for safety. We brought in an engineer and we decided that we would overload, put a little bit more into it. And by putting the beams in, we had to disguise them.
I
So we
see.
made them part of the room by coffering the ceiling, putting the lamp beams in, and it came out great. It brings the natural wood in.
It looks very warm, actually.
Yeah,
It really does,
thank
and
you.
cozy and warm. Oh, I recognize that horse.
Yes.
That is yours, of course.
And beautiful.
It's a Peter Lick. It's a photograph, actually a photograph. And as the light during the day gets brighter, as the light at night goes down, the picture wakes up and goes to sleep.
It's amazing.
Yeah, the focal point of the sun is what comes up and down.
It's a phenomenal piece.
It's beautiful.
It's very visible from the outside at night, which is an amazingly interesting view.
It's an amazing pier. Which pier is that?
It's in Pacifica.
Nice.
Beautiful piece.
All right, so we were going to go to your office, right?
Yeah, this room is the room under the garage. Okay, Michael, this was the gardener's room originally.
I was going to say.
Not anymore.
It was a very dirty room, brooms and rakes and things like that, and we just redid it into a small space. The house is not a large footprint per se, so we used every square foot that we could. And then this is the office for Kathy and myself, and back home we lovingly call it the Santa Barbara Design Studio.
This is?
It came out great. It's a comfortable room and we love to work in it.
It's beautiful. I like it a lot.
So I just want to show you how we can make this into a more cozier space, and actually a space for me to sit and work while Thomas is at his desk
All right.
working.
This is my favorite line to say. Starts from the ground up.
That's it.
That's an actually nice ushak you picked. Very
Thank you.
subtle colors, and it shows your taste. You're up to date and looking ahead. I'd love to see what you do with those ottomans.
The ottomans I brought in just for the color pop.
Those are handmade actually.
They are?
They are actually hand woven, and we make ottomans out of the old kilims. The chairs are very interesting. It is real leather or is it faux leather?
It's real leather.
Real leather.
I like how the coloration picked up from the rug, and it took me a while to find the right rug because it was a hard color to pull out of the rug. Now I want to show you tables that I picked that I'm going to try to figure out which one's going to be the best.
I'm excited to see which one you want actually.
I like this one because of the coloration, but I think with the metal banding, and it's actually a little too big for the space.
It's a bit too big, yeah?
Too big. These I actually loved because they look more organic, and I do like
How do
them.
you like that?
I do like it.
Before you make a choice, let's
Yeah,
see
let
the
me
third
see
one.
the third one.
This is the third
That
choice.
actually, I think, fits the space. The round softens everything, and it's not too big, not too small. I think it's actually the perfect fit.
I think the color is actually good. There's
Yeah.
a little bit greenish color in there you have.
Yeah. So I think this actually could be the perfect one. It's got the right shape, it's got that round to kind of soften the area, and it's not too big and not too small. So I think it's perfect.
And I like it you picked the green top that complements the rug and the chairs together. Very nice.
And then the red pops it.
And the red pops it.
So let me show you the sitting room.
All right, let's go put it together. Coming up next on Design Santa Barbara.
Come on into the sitting room.
All right.
Now this room I really wanted to make comfortable for my guests. So when they come, they actually have a place they can sit and watch TV without having to feel like they interfere with Thomas and I watching.
And this is where you play the Wii.
And this is where I play Wii.
All right, sounds good. So I'm excited to see those big chairs. We
Yes,
have
thank
not done
you.
too many of those.
No, just 2.
All right, let's bring them in. They're beautiful. I like the white.
I love the white. A lot of people ask me why white, but I love it because I think it's just a simple, it's easy to bleach. I
On to
love
go.
the distressed nature of that table. It kind of gives you that beachy feel.
That one is old mahogany, actually, they recycle. So why do you make them this size?
You know, I debated whether or not to do one full sofa, but I wanted to have additional seating. So if there's more than 1 or 2 people, we could actually sit 4 because they actually fit 2 people.
People each. And they're very comfortable for one person.
Very comfortable. You can swing your legs right over the side and feel like you're at home.
All right, that looks
Perfect.
nice. And we had the lamp we bought for
lamp.
you. That has a French.
It's actually beautiful. I love the roping on the handle.
It imitates an old wine
Jug.
jug.
Yep. Again, white.
Again, white. Very nice. So there was also a bench that was going in front of your beautiful antique doors. And
Yes.
you had a story about them, right?
The doors actually came out of Europe. I found them down in Atlanta.
So maybe we should go to the most interesting room, Mr. Tom's
Music
guitar room.
Yeah.
All right.
Michael, this is our music room.
This is my favorite room in your whole house. As beautiful as
Thank
it is,
you.
this is my
Thank you.
favorite room.
It's awesome for entertaining.
It's surely beautiful. You guys did a wonderful
It's
job.
actually an afterthought. The where we walked in, the door area that we walked in, there, it was actually the mechanical room. And what we did when we started doing the house over, we wanted to get a little more environmentally correct. The city certainly likes it, and we thought we should go along with it, certainly with the issues in California today. But we have on-demand hot water. So there's no hot water tank, no nothing. We don't use any power, energy, or whatever until we actually turn the faucet on. We took the heating unit, as you saw throughout the rest of the house, we have one heating duct.
One duct.
One duct. And that is suspended. It's about the size of 2 suitcases.
Oh, wow.
And it heats the entire house. So obviously we're fortunate in Santa Barbara. We don't need it all that often, but there are some cool evenings when it comes in handy. So we buried
We
everything.
just snuggle a little closer.
Oh, that's cute.
But everything is hidden behind the walls, and this particular space just happened to be there. So the floor, because this is a concrete slab, and with the this is actually the mountain underneath this bench.
Yeah, you
the
told me
mountain's
they're
underneath
stones.
that bench, and that. So this is a concrete slab. So we really didn't want to put wood on it. Plus, we don't have a lot of height.
Yes.
So we took a rubber-based
This
product.
wood
This
is actually blue.
It's
This is
actually rubber.
It's
Okay.
not wood.
That's
And
amazing.
it also helps because we are so close to the outdoors, and in the case of any weather, whatever, you can track whatever you want in, and it's easily cleanable, and that. So
And this is your music room. You
this
play
is-
guitar.
This is my music room. This is where I spend some time.
If you talk to him a little longer, you might be able to get him to play for
yeah, I
you.
don't-
Well, I hope so.
But most of the pieces are guitars that over the years I collected as we had certain milestones for the companies. Okay, whether it's Kathy's or mine or whatever. But it was always something special, and it was the gift that I gave myself. Not only did I play them, but a gift that I gave myself. Most of them have hung in one of our stores. At some time or another, every piece is hung in one of the stores, and that. So we've always had a display because in the jeans business, obviously jeans, rock and roll music, it was all part of it. So that's kind of came here, and we liked the warmth of the red, obviously, and so we kind of kept it all together.
And
Like
we-
the freshness.
And then we did a wonderful job in pulling together all of the pillows and the cushions.
Yeah,
that
I
you
remember
so
when you
nicely
made
put
those
those
pillows.
together for us.
And I was wondering, man, what are they gonna do? Now I know.
And I love the fabric with the wave. Kind of
That
brings in
was-
the ocean.
That was one of the most expensive fabrics we have ever ordered. I remember per yard. I go, what's she gonna do? But now I see it ties the whole room together.
I think what you did in the seating areas on these boulders, basically, I think it is actually what made the room what it is, because it's very easy to live in. You can lay, the dogs can go sit. It's just a comfortable room to be.
You feel very comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing imposing on it at all. But I think the color and the warmth, and it's kind of what Kathy and I feel about when we're here in California. It is different. I don't care what anybody wants to say. It is different.
This is California.
You know, and it's beautiful, and that's what you want to embrace. There's no point in being here if you don't embrace what California is about. So
I
that
agree
was a
with you
great job.
100% on that.
It turned out great the way you did it.
So let's see also the living area part of it.
So the rug came from your store also, which I love. The colors, it also helps with the accenting on the pillows.
And this is actually 100% hand-spun silk. You picked the best of the best, obviously, and it's incredible.
The colors are vibrant.
Very vibrant.
The round recycled wood.
My #1 selling table.
Isn't that great?
Isn't that great? Look at that thing. I wonder who puts it together. I gotta go meet the guy who actually puts these things together. They must have patience.
I know, right?
It's 1,000 pieces, and
Yep.
have you ever cut wood? You know how hard that thing is.
And the piece that Thomas is leaning on is a handmade piece out of Wisconsin that I carry at my store
This
there.
is the one from your own store, isn't
Yep.
it? And these are the ones you
And
create.
they will custom make it to whatever size,
It's
depth.
beautiful. We should mention your store's name is Brick and Mortar, right?
It is Brick
Let's
and
put
Mortar
some
Home.
advertising
Yes. Thank you.
in it. It's beautiful.
Thank you. And then the table that we walked into is great for entertaining. It could actually be like an island, you know, in any kitchen if you just wanted to have it as an island, or the two sides both flip up and then you can use it as an
could feed
actual
20
seating.
people in there.
Yeah.
Kathy and Tom, I sincerely want to thank you guys for sharing your beautiful vacation home with our viewers, and you two have made my life richer by moving to California for sure.
Thank you for having such a beautiful store to shop at.
Very kind, thank you. Thank you for your friendship.
Thank you.
All the best, and looking forward to
Thank
see
you
you guys
so much.
even more here. Thank you again for having us in your house.
Thank you for coming and visiting.
Appreciate it. So, I have a personal question today. I've
Okay.
seen 3 of your houses.
Yes.
And they are all white. I wonder why.
Well, I feel that starting with a blank palette is always a nice way to begin. Thomas and I, in all the houses that we ever started, we do a lot of remodeling. So we start with white because it just makes it easier. We live in it. I'm not the type of designer that likes to come in and have everything to perfection to move in. I prefer to come and live in the space and really take on what the space believes and breathes of who we are and how we live. Because if I start with everything, then I tend to find things that are wrong and then I have to redo them. This way I kind of start and put pieces to the puzzle together. And that way, when you start with white, you can add color, whatever color you wish, and then it's not white anymore.
Very true. You have a lot of color actually, but you start usually with a blank white. It's very, very, very interesting. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
On today's episode, we saw some beautiful works of art of Peter Lick, and today I would like to start with appraising some wall art. So here today we have 2 Rembrandts. They're etching, they're not real paintings, it's not Metropolitan Museum, but nonetheless they are beautiful works of art. Etchings are made on a copper plate, and they can be doing it for centuries. In fact, few of the old plates have survived, and people print them still up to today on papers that they are similar material. So today we have 2 Rembrandt's etchings, and one is around 1650s and one was printed like around 1990s from the old plate. It's a bit hard to distinguish why and how, so I requested some of my friends that they're really good art dealers to appraise it and look at it, and I'll tell you what the difference is. So you look at it, tell me which one you think is the one from 1650s. So have you guessed yet? So this is the real one. This is the one that was printed around 1650s. It is called A Cow Drinking. The other one was Christ with the Woman of Safari. the only way that you can detect which one is real and which one is not is the patina of the age on the paper. They have duplicated even the paper nowadays, and it's not a hard thing to do. So this particular one has a patina and has the age, and you can tell that. You cannot go back in time, make a paper 350 years old, and print it on. So that is the real one. So the difference in price would be the more recent print will bring between $8,000 to $10,000 in retail, and the original one between $50,000 to $60,000. I hope this art appraisal was helpful to you, and looking forward to see you on next week on Design Santa Barbara.